You have choices to make. You can either raise those kids in person, or you can write them postcards from prison.
This one centers on how someone responds to a difficult reality. The defendant points to what triggered it, but the court takes a very different view of what matters. Pay attention to how that unfolds. My name is Dan. This is the Courtroom Files, and I think Ellie's going to watch too.
What's your shirt mean? 70x7.
Huh? It's a Bible. It's my auntie clothing brand. It's a gospel clothing brand. It means the Bible to give you 7 times 7 of your sins. That's what the Bible says.
That's very cool. I figured it meant something. Tell her I like it.
Thank you.
All right. All right. This is docket 26460FH, People of the State of Michigan versus Darnell Lavelle Thomas. Counsel, your appearance for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. APA Bart Buxton on behalf of the people of the state of Michigan.
And good morning, Your Honor. Stephen Milks on behalf of Mr. Thomas. Mr. Thomas present and standing to my right at this time.
Thank you. Sir, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to provide you the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Put your hand down. Have you taken any medication yesterday or today, marijuana, alcohol, anything at all?
No, ma'am.
Is there anything you're supposed to be on that you're not on?
No, ma'am.
Any sign of fever, COVID, or other illness?
No,
Have
ma'am.
you had enough time to speak with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you review the pre-sentence investigation report to your satisfaction?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. On behalf of the people, aside from the sentencing date, which needs to be the 4th of May, throughout, what other corrections, if any, are there?
No corrections for the people, Your Honor.
On behalf of the defendant?
Thank you. Your Honor, the only corrections to the body, I guess, would, if we should update is Judge Buchanan is listed. I don't know if we should put Your Honor. She took the plea, Your Honor. I think that's why she was listed there, and then felony plea in district court.
That should be. Let me go out. Basic information sheet or anywhere else.
It's also on the cover page, Your Honor.
I've got on the cover page. It's not on the basic information sheet thing. Oh, yes, it is. I'm changing it there too. Okay.
I think just in the sentencing, the guidelines as well, Your Honor.
Oh, yes. Thank you. All right, any other corrections? Nope.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
And what about the guidelines?
Not from the people, Your Honor.
None from the defense, thank you.
Thank you. There's a victim here?
Your Honor, let me double check. I don't believe so, but let me double check. Jessica Thompson? Go out the hallway 1 second, Your Honor.
Thank you.
No, Your Honor, there is no victim present.
Thank you. Counsel, what would you like me to know? And could you address, I have a recommendation from probation, 365 days jail, but I have the stipulation of county cap. There's a big difference between that. That's not a stipulation of a year in jail, is it?
But that's the limit, Your Honor.
Right.
Yes.
So their recommendation is the limit without any probation. There was no agreement to 1 year in jail, correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you. What is the recommendation of the people?
Yes, Your Honor. I understand that it is a county cap. The guidelines are 19 to 38. So I do believe that it would be appropriate for Mr. Thomas to get some jail in this, considering the situation, considering the charges, considering his pretty lengthy criminal history, Your Honor, including multiple high severity felonies, numerous low severity felonies. So I would ask that he serve at least 6 months, Your Honor, with probation afterwards. Thank you.
Counsel?
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Your Honor, we are asking for probation in this matter with no upfront. And I think there's a very significant point to be made here, Your Honor, is that if the court looks at his criminal history for the past 6 years, he's not been in any trouble whatsoever. Significantly, what has changed his life is that one, he had his son who was born, who he's been very involved with, as well as his father passing away, or at least his adopted father. Since, as PSI noted, my client was abandoned when he was very young, just in a vacant house, Your Honor. Even though the people bring up the fact that he has many felonies, and that is true, Your Honor, I'm sorry, many felonies, many convictions. If the court looks at them, largely they are retail frauds, larcenies, with a few R&Os, where my client says that he has run, but he's not harmed anyone. And he was very adamant with me about that regarding him not being a violent person. This situation here, 6 years, no trouble, what happens? For a while, my client believed that he had a daughter with the complaining witness in this matter. And on that day, he found out that he was not actually the father, and he reacted very, very poorly. He did note that he did not punch her, and that's accurate, Your Honor. What happened here is he grabbed her by the lapels, Your Honor, which he shouldn't have done, and he's owned up to, honestly, sincerely, and recognized this. And I think that this is an important thing when it comes to him recognizing where his faults are. What he did wrong, admitting to that, owning up to it, and being able to correct what he can do moving forward, Your Honor. He is working. He is currently working full time at Hank's Cuisine. So that's at least an update from when this was originally done, where he is a cook. He's also working at Douglas Supply, which has been his employer, fair to say, on and off for quite some time. But he is making sure that he can support his son, support his family. And this has been his pride, and this has been his driving force moving forward, which again has kept him crime free for the past 6 years. So, Your Honor, with that, I'd ask the court give him a sentence of probation. And if there's anything further, I'd leave it to my client. Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Sir, what would you like me to know?
First and foremost, Your Honor, I'd like to apologize to the state of Michigan and the city of Lansing. Second of all, I'd like to apologize to my family who can't be here right now due to the matter at hand. But the person you see on that paper is far from the man I am today. Like, when I had my son, I just did a whole 1440 with my life. I didn't do a 360, 720, none of that. I'm a father of a 7-year-old autistic son. I'm a son of a mother that's 80 who I take back and forth out of the house, medical appointments, go get her prescriptions, make sure she eat right, diet right. I'm also the father of a little girl who I recently found out ain't mine. That's kind of right the reason we're here.
How old is she?
She's 9 now.
Okay, so do you know who the biological dad is?
I believe she do.
Well, let me ask you this, have you talked to an attorney about that?
I haven't talked to nobody about it because
Okay, let me stop you there. Is your name on the birth certificate?
no, ma'am.
Okay, so you were only putative dad to begin with, but there is, have you been supporting this child?
Since day one, I ain't missed a beat.
Okay, well, why isn't your name on the birth certificate?
I mean, so, all right, I was coming home, I was in the halfway house and I got a text from somebody telling me I need to call him, which is the person I am. I called her. She was like, I don't know no other way to say this, but we have a child. And I was like, let me see the little girl, not seen her.
How old was she at that point?
I believe like 11 months, maybe a year, 11
Okay.
months. And I just,
I don't need to know the whole story. The reason I'm asking is because there is a statute where if a woman has led you to believe you were the father and you acted as the father the whole time and you have bonded with that child, you can actually still be the dad. It's up to you, sir, and you talk to a lawyer. Your name's not in the birth certificate, which may be a complicating factor, but there is a statute where you can, if you want to continue to pay for that child, see that child, and continue to be the dad in all respects. There is a statute that allows for that if you want to do that. There is no reason for you to beat up the woman because at 11 months or whenever she said, hey, you got a child, at that point, A, you know you've had sex with her. B, she probably had sex with other people, same as you, and you could have had a blood test and you didn't, but you bonded with the child. There is an opportunity for you to continue being the dad regardless of what she says. That's up to you. See a lawyer.
I ain't got no intentions on leaving this little girl life. Like I said, I was beating foster homes till I got adopted. Somebody adopted me, loved on me, so I don't got no problem with that. Like I bonded with this little girl. Can't no man or woman break that bond that I got with her. So I'm gonna continue to do that.
No, you can't, because is that the child of Jessica Amanda Thompson?
Yes,
Okay, so there'll be a no contact order.
that's fine. Then
Nope.
I will stay
Sir,
away
I'm
from her.
trying to help you out here. Don't stand in the way of yourself again. Here's the deal. There's going to be, throughout this probation, a no contact order with you and Jessica, except for court. And if you go to court, you can't leave with her or ride with her. And be with her in the same courtroom with the deputy there and with the judge there. You can petition to have your name on the birth certificate, even though you're only putative dad, because you have formed the father-daughter relationship. She looks at you as a dad, you look at her as the daughter, and you would have to commit to the court to pay for the child, etc., just as a biological dad does. There is a part of a statute now. Your name's not on the affidavit of parentage or the birth certificate. So I don't know how the family court judge will rule. I'm not in that court. I used to do that work. And the law does provide for that because you two have clearly bonded as daughter-father. And it's in the child's best interest. And there's no other man saying I'm the daddy. So if you want to pursue that, you talk to a family law attorney, Mr. Milks. I don't know if you do that work or if you can refer him, but you can do that. But in the meanwhile, there's not going to be any contact with the mother except for legal proceedings. So if you don't want to see that child for a couple of years, then do nothing. If you think that relationship is important and you want to be the dad to continue doing everything you've been doing, then you need to take legal action. It's up to you.
Yes, ma'am. Understand. Your Honor.
Now, your attorney has said, you know, you're not a violent person. Well, you got a really bad criminal history. It's not the worst I've seen in terms of the charges, but you apparently don't like police and you've obstructed and put them in danger multiple times. You've had firearms in your possession. You interfered or malicious use of telecommunications service. That tells me something. They've got assault and battery misdemeanor. You've had controlled substances, but it looks like you're sort of past that. You haven't done that in a couple of years, at least according to the law. I don't know what you've really done. And then there's malicious destruction of property or fire or police property. I mean, there is some, I beg to differ with you, counsel, in terms of him being a safe, nonviolent human. I think he's got some issues. I think they probably stem from his childhood, and we're gonna deal with that. And let me just say on behalf of the people, if you want to send someone to jail for 6 months or a year, then make that part of the plea. Don't tell me how terrible this is when he gets pled to county cap. Because that's just, there was nothing saying he gets any jail. That wasn't part of the plea, and I'm not gonna give it to him.
And just to clarify, Your Honor, this was a plea done in the district court, not.
Well, the district court needs to have a lesson. I do not prefer that they do my pleas because they mess them up all the time. They have no clue what we're doing here. No clue. And so this, I'm not blaming you personally, but the message has to be sent because this is two different messages, and I have to weigh on the side of the defendant on this until he proves otherwise, and then it may not be jail, sir. I can send you to prison, and then you can go to your kids' graduations. So this is up to you. If you want to be the man that your kids need, stay on the right side of the law, have some respect for the law, for law enforcement, for your community. Because otherwise, you're not wearing that fancy sweatshirt that I like so much. You can be wearing a jumpsuit.
Yes,
The
ma'am.
choice is yours.
Understand.
So you got 24 months probation. As to jail, you will serve 2 days, which you've already served, but you have 365 days. You'll serve the 2 days, and the balance is held. So right now, you're a free man as long as you comply with probation, do the right things, and are respectful. If not, you're brought before this court. I look at your record, things might not go so well for you, sir. You have choices to make. You can either raise those kids in person, or you can write them postcards from prison.
Raise my babies in person. I promise you.
If I had a penny for every promise that was made there, I would be a very wealthy woman. I would have more money than Trump.
Look at the timeline.
Well, no, I don't have to see the timeline, because I got, what, 27 times or something that you've been in front of judges? Nonetheless, here's what I deal in. I deal in evidence.
Yes, ma'am.
So you come back someday and show me the great things you've done. We'll take a picture with you and your kids, okay? You show them that you can get into some trouble, but you make amends and you learn. These are all teachable moments. This is the end of the road for your teachable moments, sir, because the next time you learn something, it may very well be in prison with the warden. You choose.
Yes, ma'am.
We clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Because this is a gift today. You won't be getting another. Some judge is gonna look at this down the road and say, my gosh, why hasn't he gone to prison? It's time. So you have 24 months probation. You shall not use, possess, consume, purchase, or be in the presence of alcohol, illegal drugs, or drug paraphernalia. If you have the need for any of those things, you'll present a prescription from a licensed medical physician within 24 hours. You will advise us of all medications you're on within 24 hours. That would include the psychotropic medication, if any. Doesn't sound like you're on any, but if you are ever on anything like that, you will take those meds as prescribed, only changing them with your doctor's approval, and work with your doctor. And again, let us know. You'll sign releases so that we can verify that you're doing what you need to do. You will take the long-term batterers intervention class along with cognitive behavioral. No weapons, no guns, no ammunition, not in your presence, and your person under your control. You will allow probation to search your residence, cell phone, garage, vehicle, whatever they need to search if they believe that you are violating probation. That would be without a warrant. You will not have any assaultive behavior, verbal or physical, with anyone. When was the last time you used illegal drugs or alcohol?
I haven't used alcohol in 4 years. No drugs in 4 years.
Okay, good. You will remain employed, and if at any time you're unemployed, you'll be part of a work seek program. You will not give your employer any cause to terminate you. They'll report to probation as often as they require, but no less than 1 time per month. You will keep us apprised of any change of address, cell phone, employment, personal protection order placed on you, contact with police. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You will pay $130 crime victims, you'll pay a $68 state cost. And tell me about your bills. Are you able to pay bills or not? Barely? All right, so I'm waiving probation oversight fees, and you can arrange a payment plan for the $198 that are mandatory. I'm waiving all other fines, costs, attorney fees. There'll be a continued no contact order with Jessica and Amanda Thompson, except for court should he proceed to go to court for their daughter. And he will not be within 1,000 feet of her work, school, residence, or place of employment, or extended family. And again, the daughter would be at the once deemed his daughter. Will be as required or allowed by the family division, but if he is in violation of probation, he will see neither child until he's compliant again, so that we don't put a child in harm's way. Additionally, sir, what's going on with you? Why are you so angry? Is it because of how you grew up? You didn't, what happened?
Well, I mean, to be honest, Your Honor, like, I just, like, if it wasn't for my kids, I know for a fact I'd be in for something else. It wouldn't be this.
Okay, tell me why. You were not born to say, I'm gonna be the rest of my life in front of a judge. What happened? Do you know what happened in your life? What are you mad about? Huh?
I was beat in foster homes. I was beat, like beat.
Okay, so I want him to, as part of the treatment, whether it's in the domestic violence treatment or in the cognitive, I want him to go through trauma-based treatment. Sir, you gotta let go of some of that. Things don't happen to you, they happen for you. And now, how this works for you is to look at, okay, I suffered all these things. Now I'm gonna be the best citizen and dad I can be and stop with the anger. Because all that's doing is beating you down further. And I think you're ready to rise above. But you might need some help to do that. Because you have to come to terms with all of that stuff that should not have happened to you. And I'm sure there's a layer of anger there you're acting out. But the only one that's getting hurt, first and foremost, is you. And if you're not your own best friend, first, you can't help anybody, including your children. So let's get all these issues handled. Can you do that?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Is there anything I've missed?
No, Your Honor.
No, nothing defense, thank you.
You have 42 days to appeal to request appellate counsel.
That's right, you are.
Right in front of you.
I know, not.
Like, they're not there.
No.
No. Let me use the last one.
No, somebody just did it with the
I
Elmo.
was saying, there were plenty of them on Friday. I don't know where they went.
Well, we were using the Elmo, they just got moved. They just have to be re-put everywhere.
We're gonna use the Elmo.
All right. So, sir, if you're unhappy with this, you certainly can appeal. You have 42 days. You acknowledge receiving that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so go downstairs now and you can keep your appointments with probation. They do not chase you chase that. You need to change an appointment, you change it.
Yes,
Got any
ma'am.
questions about what I mean?
No, ma'am. I understand.
Sir, again, this probation is for you. Jail is a punishment. Prison is a punishment. Probation is for you to heal and be a good part of our community and hopefully a role model to your children. The choice is yours. Good luck to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's TCF Live on a Monday, friends. May the 4th, Star Wars Day. I don't know if you noticed behind me, but I swapped out most of my Legos for the majority of our Star Wars Legos. Actually, I don't even know if it's the majority. Probably about 45% of our Star Wars Legos, honestly. But yeah, celebrate. At least celebrate what Star Wars used to be. I'm not sure what it is anymore, but it used to be something wonderful for sure. You know, there's a clear distinction between what someone is dealing with and how they choose to respond to it. I thought Judge Aquilina drew that line pretty firmly, but I'm curious what you think. So take a moment and let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, stick around and check out one of the two that are on your screen right now. Thank you for watching.